Alright, y'all, we're gonna be checking out this shit say a massive change is coming to the NBA by that man Jimmy Harroller. This shit got 100K views in 2 hours, bro. That boy Jimmy going crazy. I got a huge migraine right now, but we gonna get through it though, so let's check this motherfucker out, bruh.
On April 1st of this year, the NBA and its players agreed to a new collective bargaining agreement. The announcement of this new CBA broke news for about a day or two, and then it was shrugged off in the midst of the regular season. For the most part, it's a bunch of contract jargon, new financial structuring and incentives, nuanced agreements between owners and players that us fans couldn't care less about. But built into the details of this fairly routine league adjustment are three major rule changes to how the NBA will operate. Three adjustments to rules, systems, awards, and honors that have been in place for decades and will change the way the NBA and its players navigate the season. Today's sponsor is HelloFresh.
Shout out to them, man.
Time is
Shout out to HelloFresh.
and with the free meals plus free shipping.
Y'all tap in with him, man. Tap in.
Coming into effect starting with the 2023-2024 NBA season, the league has a new CBA. Among the slosh of financial mumbo-jumbo that I couldn't give a rat's ass about, there are three major changes taking place from this season forward.
What's
the
that?
first one is a new rule regarding the minimum number of games a player must play to receive individual awards and or be eligible for all NBA team selection.
I heard about that one. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about that one. Because it says, like, you got to play at least 65 games to either win, like, what, MVP or what else? All NBA, stuff like that. Stuff you win after the season. And I was like, and also Defensive Player of the Year, all those, like, all NBA type awards and shit. So, y'all think this is going to be good for him or not really? Because I think most of the MVPs for the past, like, okay, aside from this, like, past 4 years, where we had who? Embiid, Giannis, and Jokic win like the past 4 and shit. No, the past 5. They played at least 60 plus games, aside from Embiid. But before them, I think most of the MVPs played like what? Maybe 55 games, nothing too crazy. So I think this is going to low-key not be the best of decisions, but y'all let me know in the comments though, what y'all think.
Previously, this threshold was 58 games, or about 70% of the season.
Oh, so I was kind of right? I said 55, so they said it was 58 before.
But under the new CBA rules, a player now must play at least 65 games in a season to qualify for all awards and honors. The overarching goal of this change being to reduce the amount of load management around the league. And surely, this change will do just that. Over the last 3 seasons, of the 45 players who were selected to an all-NBA team, 15 of them wouldn't have even qualified under the new rules.
Damn.
In fact, LeBron James would have missed the cut in all of the last 3 seasons. And 15 superstars not playing enough games over the course of...
Okay, never mind. I love this, bro. I low-key like this so much. Because, look, like LeBron and them, KD, all these niggas, bro, they was load managing like crazy. I promise you, bro, LeBron is going to start playing at least 70 games till he retires, bro. Because he's trying to get all those All-Stars, everything. All those All-NBA type shit awards. Because I know this nigga, bro, he played, what, like 40 games this season? And he still made All-NBA. That's crazy dick riding, I ain't gonna lie.
3 seasons may not sound like much until you realize that in the previous 19 seasons combined, only 15 players made all NBA teams without playing at least 70% of the season. A requirement that pushes for about 10% more games played throughout a season for every superstar around the league may have a larger impact on the game than you would think. Which leads Ben Rohrbach of Yahoo Sports to beg the...
Yeah, that means that nigga Kawhi is not getting nothing, bro. Like, it's clipped. You know that nigga can barely play, what, like 40 games, bro? He could barely play half the season.
Question. Is it worth squeezing a handful more games from these stars to risk rewarding less prestigious candidates?
Yes, bro.
Yes, absolutely. And this minimum game requirement will also be in effect for individual awards, such as the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and so on. The minimum game requirement here will have less of an effect on the league since voters are already in a silent agreement that in order to be the best at anything, you have to play most of the games. This is the exact reason why, excluding shortened seasons, there's only been 2 MVP recipients that played less than 70 games since the league moved to the 82-game schedule in 1968. Bill Walton in 1978, and Joel Embiid just this past season. But still, we will inevitably see this new rule begin to change the way stars around the league navigate each season. Over the past decade, here are award winners that, under the new rules, wouldn't have even been eligible, including Jaren Jackson Jr. for Defensive Player of the Year in 2023. Now, the one caveat to this rule change is that there will be exceptions under specific circumstances. For example, if a player has a season-ending injury, the minimum 3-game requirement will drop from caveat.
Okay, so that means Brook Lopez would have won Defensive Player of the Year this year. Dejounte Murray would have won Most Improved. And would have won Rookie of the Year. AD would have won Defensive Player of the Year, and Draymond Green would have won what? No, 2015 Defensive Player. All of this seemed valid except for this one with Draymond. I mean, I guess 2015. Okay, I'll give it to him. This one with AD is fine. This one with okay, it's only the one with DeJounte Murray and only DeJounte Murray. So this kind of valid, cause bro, DeJounte Murray winning it over John Morant is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
To this rule change is that there will be exceptions under specific circumstances. For example, if a player has a season-ending injury, the minimum game requirement will drop from 65 to 62 games. Also, any under specific circumstances. For example, if a player has a season-ending injury, the minimum game requirement will drop from 65 to 62 games. Also, any game where a player plays at least 20 minutes will count as a game played. And I think we can all see exactly how this exception will be exploited. And to demonstrate this, I want to point y'all to AC Green. Throughout the 80s and 90s, Green was a solid contributor in the NBA, but his legacy is remembered for his untouchable record for consecutive games played in an NBA career. From 1986 to 2001, AC Green did not miss a single basketball game. Not one. 1,192 consecutive games over the course of 16 years. A record that I'd be willing to bet anything will never be broken for the rest of time. But what people fail to mention is that in order to set this record, AC Green had numerous games where he would simply check into the game for a few possessions and then check back out.
Oh, nah, this nigga's a sweat. Nah. Look at this. What fail to
mention is that in order to set this record, AC Green had numerous games where he would simply...
Bro checked in for literally 3 seconds, bro. Like, bro, I swear it's never that. I mean, what do you average for his career? Probably average like 5-6 points. So this is like the best shit he could do to be remembered in the NBA. So I'm not even gonna blame him, because if I average like 3 points, I'm not going down to Hall of Fame, nothing. At least let me get like a type of record or some shit. So I don't blame him.
Check into the game for a few possessions and then check back out. The man was well aware of his streak, and he would do anything in his power to keep it going until the day he retired. It's not a matter of if stars around the league will check into a game and then inexplicably check back out after 21 minutes. It's a matter of how many stars will do this and how often. But this rule change is certainly a step in the right direction. Now, the next rule change that was included in the new CBA is one that fans have been asking for years. The NBA has become a positionless league. Is Steph Curry a point guard, or is he really a shooting guard? Probably a little bit of both. Is Jimmy Butler a power forward? Of course not. And yet he's listed as one. If you look up the words shooting guard in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of Klay Thompson. And yet he's listed as a small forward. Positions don't matter. And the NBA is finally taking notice of this starting next season and the way that they vote for all NBA teams. Because from this upcoming season forward, all NBA teams will no longer be restricted to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center. Instead, all NBA teams will be positionless. The 5 players who receive the most first-place votes will simply be first-team All-NBA.
Damn. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because that means, bro, this makes it completely different, bro. It's damn near like all-star teams. So, like, the people that normally end up top 5, top 10 in all-star voting are damn near going to be the same people that are going to end up top 10, top 5 in all these, like, what's it called? All-NBA. And you know how they do East and Western Conference. I'm not a fan of this, kind of, but not really. Not really.
Players who earn the 6th through 10th most votes will be second-team All-NBA, and 11th through 15th will be named third-team All-NBA.
Okay, wait, no, never mind. They don't do it by conference. They do it by the whole league. Okay, so this is kind of like a better, like a a more rounded what's it called? NBA draft. I mean All-Star draft.
Change in the structure of how all NBA teams are chosen will fundamentally change the contractual leverage of players around the league and the legacy they leave behind. This past season, Nikola Jokic, the best player in the world, didn't even make first team All-NBA. Only one center is allowed to make first team, and that spot went to Joel Embiid. Rudy Gobert has 4 All-NBA selections in his career. You want to know how many All-NBA teams Vince Carter made in his 22-year career? 2.
Damn.
No, right? Guess how many All-NBA teams Ray Allen has made in his career? 2. What about Dennis Rodman? You guessed it. 2. In fact, Rudy Gobert has more career All-NBA selections than Vince Carter, Ray Allen, Dennis Rodman, DeMarcus Cousins, Manu Ginobili, Draymond Green, Kevin Love, Alonzo Mourning, Klay Thompson, Bill Walton, James Worthy, Devin Booker, Chris Bosh, Kevin McHale, Earl Monroe, Derrick Rose, and Peja Stojakovic. Appalling. The old All-NBA voting system was broken.
Yeah, that's a
fact. It had been for
fact.
years. But the most egregious case of this failed voting system came back in 2016 when DeAndre Jordan, who was never at any point in his career even considered a top 30 player in the league, made first team All-NBA.
What the hell?
Right. Because of this voting system, DeAndre Jordan was virtually named a top 5 player in the NBA. That same season, Kevin Durant, at his apex, did not make first team All-NBA.
Wait, I'm confused. Because he's a center. Is it like they had no good centers in the league? Is that what he's talking about?
Was in need, and to demonstrate just how much these alterations will affect the NBA, here are the All-NBA teams from 2023.
Yeah.
Now, considering the new minimum game requirements and the positionless voting, this is how the 2023 All-NBA teams would look under the new rules according to voting results. Giannis, Steph, Butler, Lillard, and LeBron all missed too many games to make the cut.
Damn.
Which makes first team with Embiid, Sabonis, Fox, and Randall all get promoted to second team, and 4 players in Markkanen, Holiday, Brunson, and Anthony Edwards all make their first.
Nah, I fuck with this a little bit. I fuck with the first one is valid. The first team is valid. Second team, I want to hate on this nigga Randall so bad, but he's a cool dude because I watched an interview of him. But on the court, bro, the nigga's so annoying. But you know what? It's valid. But this third team, though, this nigga, I ain't gonna lie, it's valid. It's valid. I was about to hate on like Markkanen Bob. Like, he's nice. Brunson is tough. I didn't fuck with him because he's mad short, but he's tough. What's his name? Siakam is alright. Bro, it's just the Raptors is garbage, bro. And then my nigga Ant, bro, I fuck with him heavy, bro. And Drew Holiday is valid too, so.
All-NBA team. Now, the last major change that we'll see in this upcoming season is the new in-season tournament.
What that mean?
No official structure of the tournament has been announced yet, but the basic framework is set. And it'll look something like this. The league will be divided into 6 pools of 5 teams. Pools will be comprised of teams from the same conference. And that's about the extent of this plan making any sense. Because out of the established pools of teams, there will be designated days during the first 6 weeks of the season where teams will play within their pool. The winner of each 6 pools will advance to a single elimination stage along with 2 wildcard teams. The league has yet to announce how these wildcard teams will be determined, so maybe record. The semifinals and finals will be played at a neutral site, and the players on the winning tournament team will receive $500,000 each. But here's where it gets really weird. Each NBA team will only be scheduled for 80 games on the season. Teams that do not advance to the knockout round of the tournament will have 2 games added to their schedule, and the teams that make the final round of the tournament will play 83 total games. So let me get this straight. This new in-season tournament will affect the scheduling of the regular season. It will have qualifying rounds built throughout the season. It will lead to some teams playing more games in a season than others, but most importantly, I don't know if anyone's even going to care. The teams that are already good might not care about the in-season tournament because they have bigger goals. And the teams that have no chance at
Wait, what did Jamal Murray say?
I don't know if anyone's even going to care.
Because I'm like, they said the winning price is $500K, bro. Like, these niggas make $500,000 a fucking minute on the court, bro. They literally signing $200, $300 million contracts, bro. Like, they don't care about that, I swear. It says, please, NBA, stop with all these tournament talks. No need to make season complex. Okay, Murray.
Good might not care about the in-season tournament because they have bigger goals. And the teams that have no chance at contending for a championship and might care to win the tournament probably won't have a shot. I think the single elimination format could work in favor of less capable teams, but are the title contenders for the postseason not also the same teams that will be favored to win the in-season tournament? Will the rich not just get richer while bad teams continue to have no shot at winning anything? Over the last decade, the NBA has added a handful of new awards that players can win throughout the season. The Hustle Award, Teammate of the Year Award, Clutch Player of the Year, Eastern and Western Conference.
The only one I fuck with out of this new ones is the Clutch Player. I ain't gonna lie. The Eastern, like the Eastern Final MVP and other ones, all this shit, I don't fuck with. I ain't gonna lie.
MVP.
They said a fucking Hustlers Award, bro. Are you dead ass, bro? Come on.
These extra awards get more players and fan bases involved. But if we're being completely honest, no one really cares about these additive accolades. Who won the Hustle Award in 2020? Who won the Teammate of the Year Award in 2021? Similar to these secondary awards, I think the mid-season tournament could be a fun detour from the regular season. But I'm not sure how much value or even importance it will hold, especially considering it will uproot the entire structure of the regular season. But what do y'all think? Do you like the changes coming to the NBA? If you had the power, what changes would you make? If the 5 best players in the league are 5 point guards, does it make sense to have them all first team All-NBA? What if the 10 best players in the league all play less than 65 games? Would it really make sense to have the 11th most valuable player in the NBA win the MVP? How does Rudy...
Oh, now that's crazy, because there's so many... Okay, yeah. Because the top 10 might be top 10 going crazy, averaging 35, 40, some crazy shit. But you played what, 64 games? You needed 65 clipped. It's going to the number 11, bro. That's crazy. Bro who's averaging 25 is gonna win MVP over bro who's averaging 46, bro.
Freaking Gobert have more All-NBA selections than Vince Carter.
Yeah, that's
Let me know
crazy.
your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, until next time.
Nah, my thoughts on this, bro, is that, bro, it's done. Like, we gonna see so many finesses, bro. But, like, my major thought is, like, Kawhi's legacy is done. I thought he had a chance to add more shit to maybe compete in Hall of Fame or some shit. But, like, wherever y'all have him ranked right now, bro, he's not going up. If anything, he's going down. Because they said 65 games, bro. That nigga hasn't played 65 games since his rookie year, bro. That's crazy. If he even played at least 65 his rookie year. So, it is what it is, though. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments. But yeah, though, I think this was a great video, bro. Shout out Jimmy Harold. Tap in with him if y'all don't know who he is.